What's up, guys? It's Talia. Today is Sunday, July the 1st, and I am coming to you today after only 2 weeks of being gone. After only 2 weeks after my last video. So, I'm trying to get back on track. The peak time at work is come to an end, so I should probably have more time off on the weekends again. Unfortunately, that also means less money, so I'm gonna have to probably go back to crunching my money and not spending as much. But you don't want to hear about all that. What you do want to hear is what I've been working on. This is the second time I'm recording this video, so I apologize if I feel like I'm rushing through things. If I feel like I've said it before, because I probably have. But I am going to try to make this more concise than my last attempt. Because I want to do it all in one take, because I cut my video off last time and I am not editing. If you notice, I don't know if you noticed or not, but there's no intro on my video, and there won't be an outro either. So I will start posting my Instagram link in the description for anybody that's interested in following me. It's primarily stitching. There is some live stuff on there, but it's primarily stitching. So what have I been working on? I have a few things to show you that I've been working on. I'll show you what I am going to be working on after I finish this video, and show you some stuff that I got in the mail, and then a couple of new Flosstubers that I subscribe to. So the first thing, I did finish the Blackwork Heart by the Cross Stitching Guild Facebook page. I did finish it, but I'm going back and forth on whether or not I want to go and pull that out. That little line right there, it's not supposed to be there. But the thing is, if I pull it out, if I cut the thread and go to fix it, I'm not just having to pull that out, because it's in the middle of a thread. So what's going to end up happening is I'm going to end up having to pull out a lot more than just that one line. Tuck multiple lines back in, because if you cut it, you're not just cutting one line, you're cutting multiple lines. Try to take it back as much as I can, and then having to restitch everything around it leading up to that. So that's why I'm not sure if I want to pull that out or not. I'm still gonna I'll continue to contemplate that for a couple more days, and I'm sure I'll get it finished. I'm sure I'll end up pulling it out, because it's just gonna end up bothering me if I don't. But I did finish that. If you remember from my last video, this was a fabric. It's pale. It's like a pale pink. It's a 25 count Zweigart even weave that I dyed and didn't like it and bleached it out, and it became this pink color. So kind of a rosy pink. So if you want to take some Rit dye or something to some even weave, I would try to get like a rosy pink something. I don't know, but it's even weave, so it's not a natural fiber, which means it probably won't take as good. So anyway, that's what that is. This is worked in Dinky Dye Silks. The rainbow-ish color is called Tony's Texas Tea. And I don't remember what that all turquoise one is. Not sure. But it is Dinky Dyes silk. So maybe you can find it somewhere. If you really even care. You may not even care. So, next thing I worked on, I had put this on my Q-snap. Okay. Sorry, I was looking for something else that I had put away when I did my last take. This is His Eyes on the Sparrow by Heartstring Samplery. The last you saw this, I was working on the basket. I had like the bottom part of it, and then I had the tree part, that tree in the middle. But I had made the decision. I wanted to keep this on the Q-snap to work on for a couple hours every morning before work. But the problem ended up being I didn't get to work on it as much as I wanted to, as much as I thought I was going to. I did work on it like that weekend and Monday morning before work for a couple of hours. I went to work Monday and they offered us overtime if we wanted. So I put my name down to come in 2 hours early on Tuesday and Wednesday. But by Wednesday I was just exhausted, so I told them to take my name off for Thursday. But by coming in 2 hours early, that nixed any work that I would have gotten done, because I get up and that it really only allows me enough time for coffee or something, just enough time to wake up, because it takes me forever to wake up. So this is where it's at now. As you can see, I finished the actual basket part. The balls or the fruit or whatever that is inside there, it's done in, they're done in 3 different colors. Like there's some in one color, like this color, there's some in another color, and then there's some in a third color. I noticed or remembered that when I went to get this up, there were a couple of colors that I couldn't get because she didn't have them. She was out of them. Those 2 colors, those other 2 colors, are the ones that I couldn't get. But I did manage to do the other trees on either side of the middle one and their tree trunks. So that's where that sits at now. And if you don't remember, this is being done on a 40 count mellow by Picture This Plus. Kind of a pale yellow. Mellow yellow, get it? Kind of a pale yellow. I'm trying to see if I can get the color to show up some way, but it's not going to show up. Just know that it's a pale yellow. Like I said, 40 count is by Picture This Plus, and color is mellow. That will go back in my bag, my tote, sorry. And then lastly, I did start something new, but it also pertains to a couple of patterns that I got. Let me show you what I got first, because I had scheduled to start something else in June for my year of starts, and I wasn't able to get the flosses for it. It does have a DMC alternative, but I really just want to do it in the silks that it suggests, so I'm gonna have to buy those before I can start it. Damn. Could just do that. No. I swear, every time I want to look at my pictures, my existing pictures, I open camera. But when I want to open the camera, I always end up opening pictures. My ass is backwards. This is what I ended up starting. I had this on my wish list for a while, on my favorites list, sorry. And I went ahead and bought it on Friday. I don't know if you can see that. It says, strange women lying in ponds. Strange women lying in ponds distributing swords is no basis for a system of government. Supreme executive power derives from a mandate from the masses, not some farcical aquatic ceremony. That's a quote from one of my favorite movies. And if you don't know what that movie is from, if you don't know what that quote is from, we can't be friends. Sorry. But I started that, and I didn't realize that it had more than just black in it. I thought it was all black, but it's not. But I did manage to find all except for 3 of the colors, and I think it has something like 20 colors in it. I did manage to find all but like 3 colors in my 4 bags of random floss. But now keep in mind, I do have a couple of boxes of bobbinated floss at my mom's house, but I couldn't get to those, so I went digging through my excess flosses. Some of it's old, like really old. Some of it's not as old, and some of it is Chinese floss. So it's kind of a mixture of all 3. And this is where I got to on it. I got a couple of lines of the quote, and then the tiny part of that little frame design around it. And then the mermaid is over here. And yes, this is as far out as it comes. It's a little bit less room than I had wanted to, but I mean, a couple inches on each side I'm good with. But you know me, I like to have like plenty of fabric on the side and the top. But it does happen from time to time where it's a little bit less than I prefer, but it'll still work. So there's that. And this is another fabric that I dyed. It's actually a 16 count Aida that shrunk when I dyed it. It's like greens and browns. So it was either this or a 28 count blue Monaco by Charles Craft, and I wasn't sure how the blues text would work on that, so I just went ahead and did it on this one. I'm gonna get around to printing the pattern out. Probably I may go to the library tomorrow and print out a couple of things. That's all that I worked on so far. I can show you what I plan on working on today. It is the fracture pattern from the old Cross Stitching Country Crafts. This is the January, February 91. So vintage. I had seen this and I fell in love with it. This is the pattern that I'm working on. I started it in Mania, and when I started it I only got like the leaves here in the middle. That's all I had gotten done. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on it today, and I'm going to start working on these birds right here. Or maybe the base. Don't know yet. I got some time. But I find it, well, I appreciate the fact that in Priscilla and Chelsea's, one of their more recent videos, they were talking about how they get old patterns sometimes, and you really can kind of make them more modern. Change up the colors if you need to. Put them on a nice hand-dyed fabric. This would have been gorgeous. That pattern would have been gorgeous as is on that black fabric. But me, I'm always one into non-traditional, like just weird colors. So I started it on this purple fabric by Under the Sea Fabrics. This is called, it's actually called Rosalind. And this is, there we go, that's a little bit better. That's more true to what the color actually is. But that's all I had gotten done when I worked on it last. I had my magnifiers, and I'm going to be working on this. In case you're wondering, if you remember me talking about starting a rotation on the purse, what I've decided with the rotation, I have gone and listed all of my projects on an Excel spreadsheet, and I went through my bins and I put them in alphabetical order. What I've decided to do on my rotation is I'm going to be working on a project. I'm going to have it on my QSnap so that I can work on it before work, or God forbid we have the days off, because we do have days off in like the end or the beginning of the week. Monday through Friday I'm going to be working on a project, and I'm going to be switching them out alphabetically. However, on the weekends I have my larger full coverage pieces that I'm going to try to work on when I can. That is Callie. For my new subscribers, Callie is a full coverage project. It was a picture of a cat, one of my cat that passed away last February of last year. And I took a picture that I had of her and converted it to a cross stitch pattern in using Pick to Pat online, which is it's a free website. It's a free service to convert any picture that you have, maybe of a loved one or family or whatever, pets, things like that. You can convert them for free into a cross stitch pattern, and it's not a bad program. Some people have said that it was lacking, that sometimes the transitions aren't as great as you would get, like, say, if you used a paid program. But so far I've only really done the background, which is shrubbery. I've only really worked on that so far, and once I get into actual her body, then I'll know better about how the transitions are. But so far it's not bad. Callie, I've put separately. Chester, which is another pattern that I converted, and I actually used a program for that one that I had purchased, and it's on my old laptop, which I don't have access to right now. And Chester was one of the co-lead singers of my favorite band in the world, Linkin Park. He took his own life in July of last year, so I definitely want to work on Chester this month in July. And what else am I leaving out? Save the Stitches I'm leaving out. My Chatelaine I'm leaving out. And Mini Simply Meant to Be, which is my Hade project. Those I have separately in my other bin so that I can work on those on the weekends. And that and Lost Boys, sorry, Lost Boys as well. And it might come to, I may not just work on them for one weekend. I may work on them for a couple of weekends in a row, depending on how I feel about working on it. But that's something that's to be seen. Basically, my weekends I'm leaving up to whatever large full coverage piece that I want to work on. During the weeks, Monday through Friday, I am going to be doing a rotation, 5 days, and my projects are going to be rotating in alphabetical order. Starting with Fractor. I'm going to leave this on my QSnap for the week until Friday, or until I get ready to change it out on Monday. And then after that, I believe, so that's Fractor. My next project, I believe, that comes after that is Fractor Flowers, which is a project that I just recently started as well. So, but my older ones are mixed in with newer ones, so they will come around. So that'll give me a chance to work on like 4 different projects in a month's time. At least 4 projects during the week, and then whatever full coverage project I want to work on the weekends. At least one other, if not 2 or 3 or 4 other ones. So that'll give me a better opportunity to work on more projects within the month. But that also means that I do have my starts still that I have planned. And that's going to be interesting come December, because I don't have the rest of the months up to December. I only have one start planned for each month until December. So that's going to be interesting. I will decide what to do about that when we get there. So that's going to be my rotation. Basically, Monday through Friday, I'm going to be switching my patterns out alphabetically. Weekends, I'm leaving to work on my larger full coverage and huge patterns. And when I say huge patterns, I mean my chatelaine, save the stitches. Those are a little bit more involved. And they require a different state of mind to work on. But the rest of them will come in through rotation eventually. But enough about my rotation. What did I get in the mail this week? I got the other pattern that I got from Etsy, because my son's graduation from his college program was on Friday, and I had taken a project to work on. I had literally thrown a small project and a 6-inch hoop into my bag, but I realized after we got on our way, because what I was doing is I was going to my mom's house, and then we were all going to ride to my son's graduation about an hour away together in their car. So I was just riding with them. And when we got on our way, I realized that the project that I picked out was one that I had taken the needle off of. And of course, I didn't grab my bag, my stitching bag, which has needles, scissors, highlighters, seam ripper, all that good stuff. I keep everything in here. Didn't grab that. So the only thing I could do was play on my phone. And I ended up buying a couple of patterns. That mermaid one, the strange women lying in ponds. It's called Watery Tart. That's the name of it. Watery Tart was one because that had been one that had been on my favorites list for a while, and I knew that was one that I wanted to start in place of the one I had planned to start for the month of June. So that was my year of start. The other one that I purchased is this one. The other one I purchased is that one. Sorry, I had to hold it away. This one is from Busby Designs on Etsy. The other one is from, because I don't think I mentioned it, the other one is from StitcherDark on Etsy. But I got that one. I'm not going to be starting that one this year, though. I just got it because I like it. That one is going to be one, I didn't realize when I got the pattern that it was going to be so much confetti. And I wish I could show you what the pattern looks like. Because I don't think I have it. I think I may have saved it on my Google Drive when I downloaded it. Because I had to download it from my laptop. Where's my Google Drive at? There it is. But I didn't realize that it was so like confetti. There's a lot of confetti in it. And it's going to be one of, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to park, but I'm going to have to do it from the very top line down. I scratched myself and it really hurt because my legs are dry. Yeah. Ornamental elephant. That's the name of that pattern. Ornamental elephant. I'm going to show you a piece of the pattern. See if I can. See that? You see that? Yeah, there's bits of color like where that arrow is, but look at the rest of it. Yeah, that's pretty scattered. I didn't realize the pattern was going to be like that, which is, I mean, I can do it. It's going to be fine. Just didn't realize it was going to be so confetti. But I got that. That's what happens when I get bored on a car ride with my parents. The other thing I got in was I got my fabric of the month from the, it's Picture This Plus fabric, but it's from the shop that I mentioned in my last video. It's from the same shop, from Needlecraft Corner, sorry. This is Ale. You've seen the same fabric that I was doing my Crabby All Year on. It's the same fabric. This is just the 40 count linen. So it's literally the same color as the fabric that I'm doing that other one on. So got that. And then they sent their little free charts, as always, with it. I mean, I can't show you those because those are free. But then they also sent little magnetic needle keeper by Yarn Tree. That's so cute. I mean, it's cute. Includes 2 size 24 tapestry needles, so I got 2 needles in there. And then lastly, the last package that I received in the mail, well, that I picked up from my mom's house. Something just came yesterday, but I haven't gone to pick it up yet. And I'm not going to talk about it until I go pick it up. I got a big package of minders from Molly at the Everyday Stitcher. And if you're in Stitch Mania, you might have saw me post these. But I will go through them one by one. Well, when I say one by one, I mean card by card. These aren't all from the same order. They're from multiple orders that she was holding for me until I got done moving. But I finally got all my PayPal stuff switched over and straightened out. And I told her that, you know, whenever she was ready to ship my stuff, then, you know, my PayPal was good. She just could ship them off, and it just goes to my mom's house. So this is like at least 4 or 5. It's like 4 or 5 invoices, different invoices. So this is not all just one order. The first thing, it's going to be this gorgeous clay minder. And she doesn't make these. Somebody else, she has a vendor that makes these and she buys them. But her clays are always really cute. I have this clay one, and I liked it because it has red hair. It looks like Ariel. Then we have, I'm going to show you the pendants and the felties first, and then I'll show you the circles. We have a donut, sprinkled donut, and then we have a sprinkled narwhal unicorn. Then we have a little owl pendant and the flash felty. Then we have unicorn, cool unicorn, and the bunny butt. I love the bunny butt. I can't with the bunny butt. Then we have little rainbow seahorse and fox. The purple, it's kind of a purplish plum color on there. And then we have a sparkly, lots of sparkle, clover, 3-leaf clover, and a felty seashell. Sorry. That's a lot of them, I'm telling you. Then we have a Valentine's candy and a butterfly pendant. Pretty sparkly diamonds on there. That one's really pretty too. I love that one. Then we have a heart and a 4-leaf clover with the green. These are green. They're really, really dark green. If you can't tell, I have a thing about like Irish and like clovers and stuff like that. And we have the Harry Potter Deathly Hallows, Felty. The older I get, the more of a Harry Potter fan I get. Then we have an Ursula pendant, Ursula Mickey ears, and a sloth. Sloth is my spirit animal because I'm slow. And we have a rainbow, Dreamcatcher, and a baby Groot. There's some circles and some other miscellaneous. I like this one. It's like the fish is holding the cat by the tail and the cat's trying to get out. And then we have the I always forget what they're called. Is that medical mask? And then we have the Aladdin, like the artwork. And a couple of stars and a 4-leaf clover. And there's some more clovers, some bats, and some more circles. This right here, I had a diamond painting of it. It's a Van Gogh painting of the flowers. But I always liked it, and when I have the chance to get back into diamond painting, when I can buy another kit, I'm gonna have to re-buy that kit because before I moved, it had gotten like stashed away and gotten messed up over time, so I didn't even bring it with me. And we got the swallow, peacock feather, and then the Ursula artwork. These are strong magnets, I'm telling you. These are really strong magnets. I gotta put this one back on. Where did the other one go? Oh, it's right there. Hold on while I fix something. Okay. I got these. Another Aladdin. Another Aladdin. Like the artwork. A couple of Gone with the Winds. Which, you already know, one of those is going on my Southern Social piece. The Carolina Panthers. And a cat with black cat with flowers. Oh, speaking of Gone with the Wind, it's on Netflix right now. So, I think it's on Netflix. What were we looking at last night? Was it Netflix or Amazon Prime? I'm thinking Netflix. There's some more. We got the genie hugging Jafar. We got Mal. Is it Evie? No, that's Evie. I can't remember. It's one of the girls from the Descendants Disney movie. Pattern, Little but Fierce. We got the Black Raven, and then an Ursula art one. And then finally, we've got the Ariel hugging the Ursula, Maleficent, kind of a cross-stitch pattern-ish one, Jafar, Esmeralda. These two in the middle right here, these two in the middle, these were sent to me by mistake. I did not order these, they were sent to me by mistake. But I will be getting the correct ones later. I don't even know who this guy is. He's a YouTuber, apparently, but I've never heard of him, never seen him, don't know who he is. So, if anybody wants them, just let me know and I'll be happy to send them to you. Maleficent one, she's pretty, I'll keep her. So, that's all my minders that I got. That's a lot of cards. Yeah. So, if you ever want to order from the Everyday Stitcher and you want to know how much will fit in a package for $3.50, this is not even all. If you order a lot, I think me and either Amanda or Ashley, we were comparing the other day, because I posted these. They were all in one package, and she was like, I think there's like 50 something here. I think that's what Molly counted them out to be. But if you order these circle minders, you can probably get like 100 or so in a package for $3.50 shipping. So she does try to fill them up for a lot of money. A lot of minders for your shipping cost. But that's pretty much it, I think. I'm looking around because I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to be putting these on my board when I get done filming. The only other thing I wanted to mention was I am officially UFOing one of my projects. And I'm going to post it on the Adopt-A-Whip Facebook page sometime today. And that is the Bluebell Fairy. The picture is really pretty. I mean, the artwork is really pretty. But I do not like stitching on it. I just don't. So I am going to be adopting this out. And I will be sending the whole entire thing. So don't comment on this video if you like it. I am going to post it on the Adopt-A-Whip page, and then probably, if I do that today, I'm probably going to go and do the draw on Wednesday while I'm off. So yeah, I don't see myself finishing that. I really don't. Because that's just, I don't like stitching on it. Let's just leave it at that. That's pretty much going to be it for me today. Oh no. I forgot all about my YouTubers subscriptions. I subscribed to 2 new Flosstubers this week. One of them, he's fairly recent. He's made 3 videos this week. And he just started a week ago. His name is Kyle, and his channel is Stitching and Sound. So he was really nervous during his first video. But I think he's somewhere up to like 200 something subscribers at this point. So, but he's really entertaining. Got some great whips going on. The other one is Stitching Social. There are 2 sisters, and they've been making videos since December of 2017. And I just got into them. I just watched their most recent one, which was their 10th video. So I need to go back and catch up on them, and I need to actually go watch Kyle's third video, because I haven't watched that one yet either. But I will post the links to both of those channels down below. If you notice there's no fancy work on this video, I am done trying to edit and make this video look nice and professional. No, I don't have time for that. Because by the time I get these videos up, I don't want to mess for 2 hours on editing and then not get any stitching time. Like, it's already getting late in the day and I haven't stitched yet. Of course, it was my fault for sleeping until like 1:30. So that's going to be it for me now. So I hope you guys had fun. And I will leave you with, get lots of stitching in. Have a blessed week, and I will see you when I see you.